Hello everyone, namaste, welcome to another video. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you, welcome. There'll be more videos and there are more videos on the channel. I hope that these videos help you gain some form of insight into the issues of mankind and the issues that we're dealing with and how to escape them or end them or bring them to an end immediately, not gradually. We'll go into all of that. Today, however, I want to talk about meditation. The last time I spoke to you all about meditation, I explained that in the beginning I was going into meditation because I heard it's this really great way of just gaining some kind of enlightenment and clarity of some sort, and I went into it to gain something. And it wasn't until a very good friend of mine, Dr. Jocelyn Gunnarsson, told me that meditation is not something that you go into to gain something out of it, but it's something that you go into to let go of something, and out of that the clarity arises. And I tried it, and wouldn't you know it, I actually had a very strong spiritual experience, and having been an atheist before, that was just something that I could definitely not ignore. But that's another video. What ended up happening was I had this amazing clarity, and there's a video on that. It's called My Spiritual Awakening. You're more than welcome to check that out as well, so you know the whole story. But I saw something, I saw without seeing. It was just this feeling, this presence that took over completely, and an unbelievable amount of peace and quiet. Mostly it was quiet. I couldn't believe how quiet I allowed myself to be. And since then my meditation began started to become, it became a routine to try to get back to that point. So it was something that I was using to a means to an end of some sort. It was I was wanting to get there, and we'll go into the whole illusion of time and all that stuff and what it does in the mind. But that was my practice, to try to go back to that point. I wanted to experience that again. But now in the new form of meditation, it's evolved. I don't know what word to use, but it's become, and it's gotten to the point where I'm no longer wasting time trying to get something or trying to let go of anything at all. See, I was living my day with my problems and then going, I can't wait till I get home so that I can meditate and then let go of everything that I did in my daytime. Well, you know, when I got home, my meditation was spent, about half an hour was spent in just images flashing and replaying things of my day, and then my mind would go off into that stream, and then I'd begin to think, wow, I should have done that differently, or I should have responded this way, or whatever. Just you know, a lot of mental, mechanical way of thinking, and then bringing myself back to that until finally everything was cleared out. But a lot of energy was used to clean out the things of the day. So what I started to realize, or what began to happen for me, was that in my daytime I was beginning to be in a meditative state at certain points in my day. So I was beginning to be aware that I was slouching, so I'd sit up straight and then notice, wow, I'm present, I'm fully present. So I wasn't in my head in the past projecting to the future and then, you know, pursuing that future or avoiding the future based on the past. We'll go into all that. If you guys have any question about anything that I'm saying, please feel free. I'll go into another video where I'll go into more detail if you didn't understand that. But what I'm getting at is that I was beginning to be awake completely in my daily activity, to the point where when a feeling would arise, rather than going, oh, I'm hungry, or oh, I'm upset about this, or I'm worried about XYZ, rather than having that feeling arise and then succumbing to it, what I was doing was just letting it rise. I wasn't suppressing it, because suppressing it is like taking a beach ball underwater, and what ends up happening is that when you're trying to put too many beach balls, boom, one of them is just going to pop out. It's going to be a distraction to you. You're never going to be in a place where you can deal with the emotions and deal with the things of the mind as they actually are, because we'll come up with an excuse to suppress it. We'll come up with an excuse to avoid it, but eventually it will show itself up. It's like cutting a weed that's growing in your garden. It's like cutting it above ground. There's a lot of other things in the roots that are helping it grow and come back into your life. But we'll go into that. So what ended up happening was, in my daytime, I was cleaning out my house. I was cleaning out the mind. I was beginning to say, this feeling would arise, and I would just stay with it, and say, okay, I'm hungry, but, or I'm this thing is upsetting, but why must I suffer psychologically? What it actually is happening actually in this very present moment that I can deal with. And that sort of began to show that the fear was nothing, and it would just dissolve, because I was clear, I was open, I was present, fully present. So what ends up happening is that I'm not carrying anything over in my day. I'm not carrying anything over, so that when I get home, after yoga or the gym or writing, reading, whatever it is, after that is done and I'm going into meditation, I'm already clear-headed. My day is cleaned, my mind, my body's relaxed. I go into my meditation and I'm meditating. I'm not wasting any time trying to resolve or let go of anything. What's the relation, or I should say, what is meditation when you go into and there's nothing left to let go? I mean, there's always something, but when you take away all the superficial stuff, the things that really don't matter, when you go into meditation, you really get to know a deeper part of yourself. You really do get to tap into unconditional love. You really do get to tap into, and I know tap into sounds really mystical, but it's really not. It's just this awareness that, wow, I'm alive. I'm breathing. There's blood in my vein, and the miracle of that, and the miracle that I'm able to think, the opportunity to have a choice to what to have for dinner, for example, and while others don't have a choice, and here I am choosing bad foods or whatnot, and I owe it to those that do not have choice to make the right choices, and things like that. I mean, you're just loving, open, not in a very sarcastic way like most people think that you're a meditator. Oh, you're just about peace and love, and they mock it. But this is real peace that is not dependent on anything. You're not attaching that peace to anything. You're not attaching that happiness to anything. It's self-sustained, which means it's actual love. It's actual joy. It's real. It's real love, real joy. But anyway, point being, you clean out the house. And that is what meditation is. And if you guys have any questions or anything that you want me to cover, any topic or anything at all, feel free to shoot me an email or respond to the video here, and I'll be more than happy to create a video to help with that. In most cases, I'm not just going to be helping you. Your situation may be similar to another person's situation, and we'll be able to together to come to a solution for this, because let's face it, the problems that I'm dealing with are the problems of mankind, or is the whole community or the group. Because if I'm angry and I go into the community with anger, then I'm contributing anger to the whole of society, to the whole of mankind, to the whole of consciousness. And but if I can see past my anger and past my fears or whatever, then when I'm engaging, I'm not contributing anger. I'm not contributing desire, pleasure, or what have you, chaos and all the rest of it, confusion, to the whole of mankind. And if there are any questions or anything that you'd like me to cover, I'll be more than happy to. But again, I thank you. I hope that you all journey well, and remember to take a few minutes of your day to really be thankful, not to anything or anyone, but just really feel gratitude for another day to correct the issues that you didn't correct yesterday. Because there's life in every breath, and I hope that you all journey well. All right? Namaste. Thank you.